Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Black Ensemble Theater's 13th Annual Summer Series, written by members of the Black Playwrights Initiative. This series is produced by the one and only Jackie Taylor, founder and executive director of the Black Ensemble Theater. My name is Daryl Brooks. I'm the producing managing director here at the Black Ensemble.
And I'm Michelle Renee Bester, member of the Black Playwright Initiative and director of this year's Summer Series.
We will be your host for this evening's festival. We have to give a very heartfelt thank you to the National Endowment of the Arts for making this festival possible.
And after the shows, make sure you stick around for the live talkback with the writers and some of the cast of the shows. Now, sit back and enjoy Impetus, written by Audrey, Naomi Smith, Let's Make a Baby, written by Viola, Bennett, and Surprise, written by Reginald Williams.
We'll see you at the end of the shows.
I cannot hear you.
OLD space BOY, period.
Robert has not been in here. And before you ask, no, I did not see him earlier.
Okay, sure. Oh, I think today is the day.
That what? He proposes? Come on, friend. You know I'm playing. Tell me what happened. Did he ask you out to lunch?
No, but, okay, so I'm in the parking lot and he pulls in right next to me and looks me in my eye.
Mm-hmm.
I catch the signal and pretend that there's something that I need on the passenger side of my car. He gets out in a flurry and bumps into me.
Okay.
And then he goes, sorry, I'm running late. I think it's official. He wants a pinch of the fufu.
Yeah, as your friend and your colleague, I must tell you, you're reading too deep into that.
Well, yeah, if you look at that one isolated incident. But he's been dropping clues for a while now.
Right, like the time he let you fill up your water bottle, or the time he handed you a stapler, or that other time when he got you a box of Kleenex out of the storage closet.
Oh, yes, the storage closet is on the other side of the office. I mean, that is the equivalent of Bae running to the store for me.
That's not Bae. That is some brother you're crushing on.
Okay, it is so easy for you to see me desiring him, but incomprehensible for him to desire me.
You are always talking about him.
Okay, Jan, and for all you know, he could always be talking about me too.
Would you say we're the closest associates out here?
Occasionally. I have my doubts, but overall, yes.
Everyone out here knows we go together like Jerry Curls and Activator.
Oh.
I talked to Robert, and he never mentions you.
Never?
Not that I can remember, no.
Well, have you ever brought me up and he changed the subject?
Can't say that I have. You don't come up.
Well, you could help a sister out. Drop the name, check the temp.
Maybe he's uninterested.
Oh.
I don't know one way or the other, but I will say this. He can like women and not like a particular woman, i.e. you.
Wow, you really know how to boost my confidence. You should get into motivational speaking.
My point, you jerk, is that you have to be direct and let him know how you feel. Check the temp. Figure out if the feeling is mutual. If he says yes, go to Human Resources, sign your consensual agreement form, and go from there.
Is it wrong that I want to be chosen? Your husband chose you. How did you do that?
He was my high school sweetheart. I was leaving cheerleading practice, and he smacked my behind. I told him, "Ew, you ugly boy, don't be hitting me on my booty." And he said, "It wasn't my booty, it was his." Oh, he's been tapping that thing like a cymbal from that day to this one.
Oh, I can't stand you. But that's what I'm talking about. Raw passion. I was talking to Robert the other day after work, and homie had on the gray sweatpants. And I couldn't tell you what we talked about because it's like my brain got lost in the field of eggplant. I kept thinking, I could go for some piping hot parmesan right now. And you know he has the worst eye contact. Anytime he looks away, my eyes zoom in on the print. I felt like the Terminator. He had me so riled up I had to go home and take care of business. And I took care of business. But dang it, I'm tired of me.
I was gonna eat those.
I'm sorry.
No, you're horny.
Huh?
Human. You are human with desires that come naturally to any living being. There's nothing wrong with you.
Then why am I alone?
Have you tried a singles bar or a cruise?
Do not answer my question with another question. Why do you think that I'm alone? Why wouldn't Robert want me? Why? Why? Why?
It's not about whether or not he likes you. Okay. Top 3 reasons why you and Robert will most likely never get together. Number 3, he is painfully shy. Number 2, you are incredibly nervous. Number 1, he is not going to risk his job, his reputation, and his freedom asking any woman out at work.
That's what I'm saying, though. If I had the it factor, he would instinctively approach me. Like how your husband snatched up a handful of you. Ugh.
It factor. Have you seen yourself? You aren't a snack. You are a smorgasbord.
Really, girl?
I wouldn't lie. I certainly wouldn't rush through this conversation to finish what's left of my lukewarm coffee either.
Let me heat that up for you. See what I did there?
Yes. They're piping hot. You could have just microwaved it for me.
How short is your cheerleading uniform? Maybe Robert needs some encouragement.
Please. What do you think? That Robert is going to pinch the foo-foo in an office full of witnesses?
Your womanly wiles worked for you.
It was a different time then. We are 2 decades into a second millennium. I've told you this once, and I can't make it any clearer. He is not trying to catch a case. Do you get that? Jolie, I know you understand the ramifications of openly flirting in the workplace. My husband should not have touched me without my permission all those years ago. It was inappropriate then, and it's inappropriate now. I decided for myself that I liked it, and that's okay too. But what is not okay is keeping someone's voice muffled. Old boy is not giving you the go-ahead. This is something that you want, so you have to be assertive and prepared. Prepared for the chance of a hard and fast no.
I'm not naive, Jan. I'm scared. What if my signals are too strong and he's uncomfortable? What if he goes to HR on me? Oh my God. Can you imagine how embarrassing that would be? The rumors would spread through the office like wildfire. Jolie effed up begging for the D. I'd look like a real ASS.
That's enough spelling.
Don't you remember when we were younger People told us that if you were beautiful, greatness would be drawn to you. That if you were attractive, you didn't have to work for things. Not a house, not a car, not attention. I mean, I am perpetually being told that my feet are too wide for glass slippers.
Sweetie, you just need to surround yourself with like-minded people. Go to a place where everyone has a mutual understanding of what they want from each other. Like like a singles bar or a cruise, you freak. See, that's what your problem is. It's been a while since you baked a casserole.
I don't want to know somebody. I want to know Robert.
Oh my God. Can you get me some ice? Enough for your libido and some for my cappuccino. It's cold enough to make a blended drink with.
Oh my God, Jan, you and this little old lady have coffee.
Little old lady?
Yes, I'm talking to you. You're going on and on about some coffee in a paper cup, and I will gladly buy you an insulated travel mug so I never have to hear about it again.
Since when is there an age limit on who can and can't carry a paper cup?
It's not just the cup. I mean, you're having a snack on paper.
Towels.
And you're reading a magazine. I mean, I didn't even know they printed those anymore. Like, the young people are green.
You know, I was halfway playing earlier when I said you needed some, but I am dead closed casket serious. You need to get laid. Pronto.
Okay, do not trivialize my emotions just because I am not lucky enough to get fed every time I'm hungry. Okay? It's not about that. You know that if you weren't so thirsty.
Who?
You, Jan.
You are parched. That's why you wasted my entire break talking about something you barely know how to do.
I know what to do. I know exactly. Trust and believe that.
Oh, let me guess. You Googled it on one of your many Macintosh devices.
No, but I do have an unlimited data plan. I watch videos. Lots of them.
Do tell.
You know, when you are high-key lonely and have a bunch of time on your hands, you come up with the most vivid fantasies.
Go on somewhere with that mess.
Do you know what I would do to him if he were here right now?
Duck under this table here and hide?
Nope. I'd pretend he was a bicycle. I'd lay him on the ground, lower myself on the seat, grab the handlebars, and go for a nice long ride. And then, just before his streamers blow in the wind,
Jolie?
but not before I let go, I would scream out, Robert, what's my flavor? Yeah. Say something. I'm too scared to turn around.
It's ROBERT. Period.
So, what brings you two by today? Well, according to your intake form, you've been trying to conceive for a year.
15 months.
Have you been to see a fertility doctor? I'm here to help you deal with the emotional aspects of your relationship and sex life, but I can't help you conceive a child.
We've been through all those channels. I got my sperm count tested and everything was fine.
And everything checks out okay over here. So physically, nothing is stopping us from easily and naturally making a baby together.
Yeah, it was actually the fertility doctor who recommended we make an appointment with the sex therapist.
And you know, I am very reluctant to be here. I mean, you said so yourself. Talking about our sex life isn't going to magically knock me up. So what is the point in talking to you?
Well, hormones can be unpredictable and many factors can affect those things. Past traumas, insecurity, fears, stress, depression.
I'm not depressed. Well, the only thing I'm depressed about is not having a baby. I've always dreamed of being a mother.
This goes for both of you?
I'm not depressed, and I don't have any traumas.
How long have you two been married?
It's been 3 years next month.
And our relationship is very strong. We communicate about everything. And we came into this marriage knowing that we would start trying for a baby as soon as I turned 30. I'm 31 now, and nothing.
Well, fertility is unpredictable, and that's why it takes some women several months to get pregnant.
I know. I studied the statistics, but I don't care. We are young and healthy, and we should not be having any issues.
Amanda, do you orgasm during penetrative sex?
Excuse me?
You shouldn't be surprised or offended by that question.
That is a private matter.
I'm just trying to get to the heart of the issue here, because as you stated, you're both a healthy couple, and you shouldn't have any problems getting pregnant, but yet here you are in my office. So I may ask some tough questions, some that might be uncomfortable, but I'm hoping it will bring about a resolution.
My best friend stopped taking birth control and got pregnant like immediately, and she wasn't even trying. Now she has this adorable 3-month-old son. My baby should have been 6 months by now.
Oh, did you have a miscarriage?
No, I wish. At least that would have meant I've seen a positive pregnancy test. But nope, nothing.
You need to stop testing all the time.
I used the dollar store one, so it's fine.
You don't even wait until your period is late. You just test every month like clockwork. It's like 4 of those things in the garbage.
I'm sensing some frustration here, Terrence.
Why would Terrence be frustrated? We go at it like rabbits.
Not anymore.
What are you talking about? We are always having sex. We just did it this morning.
Yeah, only because it was your fertile window. You know, we do it 2 weeks, missionary position. And then we have, I'm angry because I'm on my period sex. And then 2 weeks after that with you on top. That's not fun.
Why haven't you said this before?
I mean, I wasn't tripping at first, but, you know, over the last 6 months, you've become this person I don't even recognize. Doc, she even comes in the shower with me now.
Well, sounds like she's trying to keep things fun.
No, she's doing that to make sure I'm not jerking off and wasting sperm.
Only when I'm fertile. I mean, if you were that desperate, you would go jerk off in your office or wherever.
Amanda, don't you think trying to stop Terrence from masturbating is a bit controlling?
He wants a baby just as much as I do. So why shouldn't he make a small sacrifice to better our chances? Especially when we've been trying for so long.
Look, Doc, I was reluctant to do this thing too. I mean, because who wants to talk about their personal sex life with a stranger? But being here made me realize some things I've been denying.
Like what?
Yeah, like what, husband?
Before all this trying to make a baby, like, our sex life is great. Like, the first year of our marriage, we did it everywhere. Like, Doc, it was this one time,
Don't you
right,
dare
where
tell that story. That is our private sex life.
She's a sex therapist. I don't think anything is off the table.
Why does that time even matter? It was years ago, and it's not like doing it again is going to get me pregnant.
Look, man, I just want to have sex, not to make a baby.
What are you talking about? You said you wanted to be a father.
I do. I want 3 or 4 children running around, but if I'm being honest, I miss fucking. I miss the dirty talk. I miss the doggy style, the role play, the going down.
Stop, Terrence!
Stop what?
You are divulging too much information.
You can never divulge too much information with me.
Okay. I know you're a sex therapist, but the intimate details of what goes on in our bedroom shouldn't be discussed. It's inappropriate to discuss the positions and locations where we do the nasty.
Oh, tell me about these various locations.
You don't need to know that. Your job is to tell us how and where we need to have sex so that I can get pregnant.
My job is to see if there are any outside factors contributing to your lack of being able to get pregnant. Now, Amanda, the rigidness that you're displaying here in my office may translate to rigidness in the bedroom.
You think I'm rigid? I gave Terrence a hand job during our first dance at our wedding. I'm kinky and discreet.
Yeah, my groomsmen talked about me so bad because I had to sit down for the next 10 minutes after that dance.
Great. I love kinky. Tell me more.
Baby making isn't that type of sex.
Look, Doc, there has to be a fine line between missionary position with her having her legs in the air for 10 minutes and us going to my niece's 6th birthday party and having a quickie in the photo booth, right?
Okay. We are not here to make sex better. We are here to figure out why we can't get pregnant. Look, don't you have some type of baby-making position book or something?
I've already told you. There's nothing physically wrong with either of you. And there's nothing physically that I can do to help you conceive a child. I'm here to help you deal with the emotional aspects of your relationship. And I see the pressure that you're dealing with. That adds more stress to the situation. And to be honest, right now, you aren't really considering your husband's emotions in all of this.
Because his only concern should be getting me pregnant.
During your last cycle, I faked it a few times.
What? No, no, men can't fake it.
I just wanted the sex to be over, so I told you I came and I didn't.
Why would you do that?
Because I don't want sex to be a chore. It's like you just rushing me to orgasm.
Rushing you both to orgasm, I hope.
I do feel like that's always the goal, but I feel like she's been lying to me, telling me she came and she didn't.
Well, your orgasm is more important to mine in those regards.
It's not. Baby, yours is just as important.
Well, I didn't know that.
There's this common misconception that a scheduled sex routine improves your chances of conceiving. Amanda, you are exhausting yourself by only being concerned with having a child. And Terrence, you have been holding your feelings in due to guilt and fear of Amanda's reaction. This has left both of you emotionally drained, which does not create an optimal situation for having a baby.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I think it's important to have the same kind of sex you were before you were trying to have a baby. Don't stray away from the norm because you heard you had to have sex at 5 a.m. on a Wednesday with your right leg in the air and Terrence pumping at a 40-degree angle. Sex should not be that complicated.
You certainly painted a picture, Doctor.
Amanda, when was the last time you truly enjoyed sex with your husband?
My 30th birthday. When we were at a nice hotel in a huge shower. I damn near broke my ankle.
Yeah. I think it was wise that we cut off the water.
Yeah, we were both pretty wet.
Create more moments like that. I mean, trying to have a baby doesn't erase who you are, Amanda, or who you are, Terrence.
So does that mean we can reinstall our sex swing?
Maybe.
Now, I may not be able to prescribe traditional medicine, but if I were to write a prescription for you two, it would be to go to the sex store, get a new toy, re-explore each other's bodies tonight. Enjoy your last months of freedom as much as possible before you possibly become parents.
So you wouldn't judge us for having a sex swing?
I'm a sex therapist. Gave my daughter a sex swing when she was 21 years old. Her and her fiance got pregnant within 3 months and they weren't even trying. Now I have the most adorable little grandbaby. I just love her.
Terrence, get your list ready. We going to the sex store.
Thanks, Doc.
No problem. Now, go have your fun and you can report back to me next week.
Can I get you another cafe latte?
Yes, thank you. Hello? You were supposed to be here 20 minutes ago. Hurry up, Terrence. Thanks.
What up?
You need to get a watch, bro.
I got to watch.
You need to learn how to tell time.
Damn, you sort of anal retentive about time.
Ain't no return of my ass, bro. You need to...
See, that's what I'm talking about.
Hey, you called me and said you wanted to meet. What are we meeting about?
Look, man, I got something important to tell you.
You couldn't tell me this over the phone?
I could, but I have what he's having. How long we been friends?
Too long.
Since the 5th grade when I stopped the Jackson sisters from whooping your ass.
And did you really think I was going to get beaten up by girls?
Yeah, the way they was chasing you around the gym like you was a runaway slave.
I was taught never to fight girls.
Yeah, especially girls that can beat your ass.
Hey, those girls, they was bigger than most teachers. And they was in the 6th grade.
Yeah, if I hadn't tripped one of them sisters, they would have beat your little skinny ass to death.
Yeah, well, they didn't.
Yeah, because they beat my little skinny ass instead.
Look, I came back to help, didn't I?
10 minutes later with a teacher, I could have been beaten into a coma and suffered brain damage by the time you came back.
Well, you weren't. And as I recall, I think 6 years later, didn't you end up dating one of those girls? I think it was Taisha.
No, I dated the cute one, Flonisha. Tanisha was the one convicted of armed robbery.
Look, Flonisha, Taisha, they was both thugs.
I prefer to think of them as strong black women.
I think you did suffer brain damage that day. All right, look, well, we just strolled down memory lane. Can we come back to the present? What's so important you have to tell me?
Your best friend has finally found his best woman.
Are you serious?
Yeah, man, I finally found the Michelle to my Barack, the Juliet to my Romeo, the yin to my yang, brother.
Man, you are serious.
I'm more serious than a member of the Nation of Islam getting asked to the barbecue.
Whoa, I thought you was the consummate player in a dating game.
Listen, man, every great play eventually retires.
This girl must be something else to have you talking like this.
Man, she's all that and some.
Are we talking about the possibility of the dreaded M word?
Yeah, and in this case, M stands for marriage, not misery.
Well, how long y'all been dating?
10 beautiful months.
That's not a long time.
It's not, but we've known each other for years.
No, I've never known you to date any woman longer than 10 days. Now, what is this about a marriage?
It is what it is.
No, man, what's that saying they say when you try to avoid marrying women you already had sex with? Why buy the cow when you getting the milk for free?
And this woman is special.
Really?
Yeah.
How?
See, with this woman, I'm able to emotionally evolve.
It is strange. Considering the type of women you date.
What does that mean?
And the women you date generally are incapable of helping anybody evolve. And most of them aren't really that evolved themselves.
So, you mean to tell me you think the women you date are more advanced than the women I date?
Admit it, bro. Man, you dated some really messed up women.
That's a matter of opinion.
Ooh, that's a matter of fact.
Okay. Okay. And the women you've dated have been all that.
You don't want to go there, Terrence, believe me.
Go where?
Into a conversation about the quality of each other's relationship.
I don't have a problem going anywhere with you.
Well, this is not the place to expound on your jacked up dating choices. You just continue telling me about the Michelle to your Barack, Yin to your Yang, Bonnie to your Clyde.
Now, I think this is the perfect time. So, as you say, expound.
Okay, well, first off, your taste in women and mine, polar opposites, okay? I gravitate towards women who are confident, okay, refined, creative. A woman has to have some intellectual depth to appeal to me. Now you, a woman has to have tight dress, big butt, low self-esteem, and an IQ to probably match our bra size.
Wow.
That's you all day.
You do know that I know you and the women you've dated? Creative, intellectual, don't come to mind. Now, what does is fake, phony, spacey. Now, see, the difference is I date women that are actually real women. You know, you date these fake characters women make up.
The only thing fake is you thinking that the women that you date are more than what I've already described them as. Look, the woman you date now, she might not fall into that category, but you've been consistent. And listen, I'm not mad at you. Some brothers prefer to leave the women who create challenges alone. Now, personally, I look forward to the challenges.
You sound just like them crazy-ass women you be dating.
All right, well, let me give you an analogy, all right? If women were alcoholic beverages, okay, my women would be Dom Perignon, Cristal Champagne, yeah. Yours, beer and wine coolers.
Dom Perignon and Cristal. Obviously, that tie you got on is too tight, cutting off the oxygen flow to your brain. Clearly. Now, if I were to give an analogy, women would be more like handbags. And your women would be the fake designer knockoffs. You date super, super, super duper fake ass women.
And your women have substance?
I mean, you said the women I date got big asses, so that's more substance than the women you date.
The women you date lack the essential quality inherent in women I date.
What quality?
Why women have a certain je ne sais quoi.
No, they have a certain je ne sais bullshit.
You can't name one woman I've dated that's 1/10 as messed up as any of the women you dated.
You don't think so?
Go ahead, name one.
Nia Kumba.
Who?
Oh, that fake-ass artsy chick that you were so into? The one who claimed to be like the reincarnation of an old Egyptian princess.
She was simply on another spiritual level, and you clearly misunderstood her creativity.
Everybody misunderstood her creativity. Hey, you remember that time we went to go see her perform at that spot up north? As I recall, it was like this crazy artsy bougie spot, you know, where a lot of unemployed people hang out, like actors, writers, poets, that sort of thing. It was kind of like the unemployment line, except with a cover charge and live entertainment.
Once again, I'd like to welcome everyone to Club Ubiquity. Now, sit back and absorb the creative musings of Sister Nia Kumba.
Hotep. I'm going to perform a piece recently completed entitled Ode to Him. Him. And him. And him. Oh, yes, him too. They using Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. They all trying to get in my stuff. They want to put unlimited talk, text, and internet on the smartphone between my legs. No contract, no obligation, no shit. I say no way, no how, no sir. Him and him, oh definitely him and him too, they trying to control our mental. They say till death do us part, honor and obey. Raise the children, stand by and beside him. I say why be evenly yoked when I am unevenly able to choke, abuse, and lie like him. And him. And him. They are planning a testosterone apocalypse. They are arming themselves with WMVDs, weapons of mass vagina destruction, Viagra, Cialis, extends, penile implants. Will I say, let them come, and come, and come again, because the battles of the climax at night they brag about winning are faked battles for us.
Once again, that was Sister Nia Kumba with that thought-provoking piece.
Nia's work and the message she conveyed was clearly too intellectually intense for most people.
Please. The only thing intense about her was her ability to make no damn sense. She made more sense when she didn't talk.
She was a gifted artist.
Please. She was crazy and probably a freak.
What you mean?
For you to date her crazy ass, she had to be something special in bed. And if she was as crazy in bed as she was out of bed, your ass is lucky to still be alive.
What about that confrontational, ghetto, fabulous-ass girl that said she was in night school for 6 years and she worked in the restaurant business? What about her?
Who?
Oh, now you getting Alzheimer's, huh? Nah, bro, I'm talking about Tisha.
Tisha? Yeah. Hey, she was cool.
Really?
Yeah, she was straight. She was in school and she did work in a restaurant.
Girl was taking GED classes for 6 damn years. What was she doing, getting a PhD in GED? And as for the restaurant business, she worked as a cashier at White Castle.
Okay, so she wasn't a career woman with a degree, some super expensive weave, a BMW, and a condo.
You're right about that. I remember that day when you actually met and started talking to her. We were sitting right here at this table when she walked in.
Girl, no. I told him I didn't want to see him again. No. Yes, girl, he was calling me. He called me about 50 times in the last couple of days. I told him he was wasting up my minutes on that last call. Yes, girl. You know, he asked to use my link card last week.
I'm sorry,
Yes.
are you ready to order?
Don't you see I'm on the phone? Anyways, like I was saying, no, girl, he ain't about nothing. You know me, I need a man who can keep it down between the sheets and in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Yes, girl. Okay, I gotta go before I waste up all my... Hello? Hello?
Now are you ready to order?
I know you ain't giving me attitude. Because I can go spend my money someplace else.
Oh, well, I mean, you probably should because we don't accept link cards here, so.
Okay, I'm going to need to speak to your manager.
Oh, great. I'm the manager.
Well, then I need to speak to the damn owner.
I'm the owner, too.
You know what? I'm going to leave before I forget I'm a lady.
I mean, you may as well forget because everyone else here has.
Okay, bitch.
Whoa, ladies. Let's not fight.
I mean, you really should get out of here before I call the police.
Hey. I think it's time to go. Let me walk you out. What's your name?
Tisha.
Damn, has anybody ever told you you could be an actress or a model?
I cannot believe you hit on her.
Hey, look, man, that was back then. And her body was crazy.
No, what was crazy was her anger management problem. And all them arrests she had for what, retail theft and assault?
Okay. I can be a little bit too trusting at times.
Yeah, that was, Biv DeVoe that said, never trust a big butt and a smile.
Obviously, those brothers never saw Tisha's booty. You got somewhere to go?
Yes, I do.
What time is it?
1:30.
Oh, man, I got a surprise for you.
Really?
Yeah, the woman I've been telling you about all day, I proposed to her last night, and she accepted.
What? No. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Bro, come on, man. Please tell me you're not about to marry some link card carrying, government phone having, ghetto-ass confrontational diva. Don't do it.
I'm not.
Nah, you won't, boo. Come back to you. What up, sis? Hey. What you doing here?
We're getting married.
Surprise.